Hello, everyone. I'm sure you can hear me now because I'm back on Zoom. So what was happening? I'm just trying to work out this thing. So just bear with me. What I'm just trying to do is just to try this all out. I've been having issues, remember for those of you who probably do join me on my live, I've always said that I've been having problem starting on Zoom and having that conversation on Zoom, and so be able to stream. So that's what I'm trying to do now. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Nigerian time, hopefully I'm going to be here with Frank Weke Jr. And so I'm just trying to, the people who were supposed to have set up this thing for me, they haven't done it up till now. And so I have to find my way around doing it. One of the things I always talk about is that, look, there are no bad weather, only bad clothing. So if one thing doesn't work out one way, you have to find another way to make it work out. So that's why I'm just trying to try all of these and see what's happening and how is it happening and stuff like that. So please bear with me. What I'm trying to do now is a lot of learning. It's a lot of learning. So that's what I'm just trying to do now. But so one of the things I've been able to do is to now set up my computer in such a way that my Zoom can stream on YouTube Live. And so when that happens, it helps me to now be able to bring people in. We can be having a conversation here, more than one person. We can talk, there can be guests. Some of the things that I'm just working on doing as we go on is probably have a weekly program where I bring in guests and we just have a conversation around Nigeria and what are the things that we need to do. Part of the things we really have to work on is this momentum that we have. Let it continue. Let people not go back to what we used to have before. We're like, oh, okay, and government will take care of itself and stuff like that. We can't allow that to happen anymore. We have to be good, must even be more tenacious than evil. What we've had over time is that people who are ready to deploy evil against our country, against humanity, against ourselves, they are more tenacious than those who do good. So the people who are building and doing good and trying to get things working, they easily get tired. So they get to a place like, I've done enough. It's frustrating. It's not working. I get tired. I move on. But the people who are doing evil, they are not moving on. So if they are not moving on, then we also do not have any business to think about moving on. So I'm going to try and see, because right now, but the people who are doing it, okay, so sorry. So these are the part of the things that I will really have to learn, is to get to know, how do I monitor what's happening on YouTube with what's, can you guys hear me now? Okay, Ronald, thank you so much to hear that. So these are part of the things that I'm just trying to see what I can do. So probably as we go on, we'll be having those guests. So I need to get all of these things sorted out. So that sort of like helps. And as we go on, like I said, 6 p.m. tomorrow, what I was supposed to do, I'm supposed to have scheduled the meeting. We're supposed to have had flyers. I'd asked my team to get the flyer for me. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened. So very much unlike them, the flyers weren't done. I sent in messages. I didn't get any messages. Thank you so much, Celestine, Didon, Emmanuel, Kristen, Madam Tusabi, Rona. Thank you so much for joining, and also for letting me know that indeed you guys can hear me. And so those have been, that's part of the things that we've had happening. So I've not been able to get that flyer out. I've not been able to have the Zoom scheduled. I've not been able to have the live scheduled. Otherwise, by now, there should have been a live, what do you call it now? There should have been a YouTube link already scheduled, so people can be waiting for when Frank Weke Jr. joins in. So that hasn't happened. And so this is what I'm just trying to do right now, to see what are the different things that I can schedule. It's almost 11 o'clock here. So that should be like, what's that again? That should be like 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. in Nigeria. And so it's going to be almost daybreak. And it's really crazy. The hours, for example, I more or less, I didn't sleep last night because I had to be doing some bank transaction that needed to be done in terms of with the campaign. So I had to, oh Lord have mercy, I think around 3 a.m. They had already woken me up, and then I was trying to get things done with the banks and everything. It took forever, almost forever. A lot of things were being done. So, and then now also, okay, yeah, it's that, okay, 4 a.m. So that's it. So this is like, it's almost 11 a.m. here. So it's almost 4 a.m. In Nigeria. In the next like 3 hours, they would have broken, right? And then here I am. I'm not, oh Lord have mercy, I don't even know. So that's it anyway. So that's it. So that's why I'm just trying to quickly see what I can do. At least let's have that conversation tomorrow with Frank Wake Jr. At 6 p.m. Let's just come on and just have a bit of that conversation. I was thinking of bringing other candidates, but I just didn't work this through with all the things that have to be done here. But we'll continue the conversation as we go on, bringing in different people, and also sometimes just having like a town hall. So when we're having that person, we could have like some people join on Zoom, 2-3 people at a time. We have conversation, you drop off your question, we bring in more people and stuff like that. It's sort of like would help us to just keep the momentum going, just keep going on, not giving up. This is not the time for us to give up. Oh, I have my workplace this thing. Yeah, sorry about that. So this is not the time to think about giving up on Nigeria. This is the time for us to actually be motivated in going on and in doing the things that need to be done. So this is it. Let me even see whether I can find. Oh, the YouTube is a little bit. I was trying to see. Let me see now. I'm just seeing somebody just donated 12,000 naira to the campaign, to Bidati campaign. It's just so heartwarming. There are people who are still making donations, sending in money. It's just like, okay. No, I didn't. So it's really heartwarming. So I'm just trying to see if I didn't do it initially. Okay, let me see here if I can actually copy out. Let me see if I can do. No, I got to the cloud. Is this thing being recorded? Oh no, it's not being recorded. Okay, I need to. Oh, so it wasn't being recorded before. Okay. What I'm trying to do now is to see whether I can actually copy the link and send it by email to myself. So these are the things that I'm just trying to learn. I mean, you guys, make una no vex. Normally when I learn this thing, you'll be shocked at the way I will now be doing like one local champion. I'm trying, normally where do you have that where you can copy the link? Okay, yeah, copy invite link. I've seen it. It's where participants are. I'm just trying to see if I can actually send this thing to myself. Oh God. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Where's my email? Where can I find my email? I don't know whether you guys can still hear me. So let me see. I'm just trying to see so that if 1 or 2 people can just join us. Let's just see how this thing goes. We are all going to be learning this thing, together, together, together. We are all going to be learning this thing. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, so what I just did, I just copied the link. I think I've gotten this thing now, like this one here. I just copied the link to say, okay. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Just to say, okay. Yep. Okay, so I'm just trying to see whether one or two people can actually join. Let's see. It makes more sense to have a conversation, right? Why is this thing? Oh, yeah, Allah. Okay, I'm here right now. So I'm just putting in the link. I just added the link. So let's see if anybody can join in using that link and see what happens, whether we can actually have a conversation. So I just sent in the link. One or two people can actually join. Let's see. So what I'm doing now, because I'm using my, what do you call this thing now? My phone to be able to keep up. Madam, I shall really appreciate when making idea of please update us on the investigation of already on me, Abdul. I really don't have an update to be very honest with you. I don't have a, but I do know the legal team have been going back and forth with Inec on the issue, but I really don't have, I can't factually see. Okay, yes, somebody is joining. So I see Emmanuel. Is it Philemon? Like Philomena? Is that the female? Oh, yeah, okay, so yeah. Hello. Okay, yeah, I see. Okay, you've not enabled your audio, so that's the reason why we can't hear you. You've not enabled that. So none of you guys have enabled. So try and enable your voice, this thing. I think, okay, Ugochukwu has done that. Oh, yeah. Who has their, what is that? Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you? I think, okay, Ugochukwu has done that. I think you're still on your YouTube something, so that's why that voice is coming in.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. I'm going to mute everyone so that we have. I'm just, so you guys just hold on a bit. So, hi, Emmanuel, can you hear me? I know you were the one that first came in. So kindly unmute yourself.
Aisha, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, good evening. How are you?
I'm blessed, thank you. I'm from Los Angeles.
Okay, fantastic. It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
Thank you also for always joining.
Doing a great job. God bless you.
Okay, so no, I think it's not. So what's your name? You have your this thing as iPhone.
Yes, Ike is my name. Ike.
Okay, Ike. Okay, that's the name. Okay, not
Yes.
not Emmanuel. Okay, yeah.
It's very clear. It's very clear. Very clear.
Okay, well done. So, like I did say, this is sort of like just sort of like going through and testing, just for me to be able to have a hang on this. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Nigerian time, which is going to be, I think that's going to be 1 p.m. Washington. I don't know whether it's the same. I'm still trying to get my head around US timing. Crazy. Different time zones. So, but
Yeah,
it's 6
about the
p.m.
same time.
Nigerian time. So that's the main thing, anyways.
Yeah, it's gonna be about 8 p.m. in Los Angeles. 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
That's right. Right now it's 8:03 p.m.
No, I say it's gonna be 6 p.m. Nigerian time.
Nigeria time. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, not here. 6 p.m. Nigerian time.
That's fine.
So maybe around 1 or thereabouts.
10 a.m.
Uh-huh.
over here.
So that's what it's going to be. So yeah, go ahead. Let me, just what do you want to say? Let's say we're having a conversation on Nigeria. What do you want to say? Question, discussion?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think you guys have done a marvelous job in making sure the candidates speak with one voice. I mean, those that will be going for Labour Party. I don't want us to give up, like you rightly said. We cannot, not at this time. And for those of us in the United States, in Europe, we have to put our money where our mouth is. In other words, it's not over until the fat lady sings. We have to be committed. We have to be patient. As our principal said, no fighting, no rioting or anything, because they will use it against us. So let us be steadfast and contribute and give whatever we have to give to support this movement. We will surely arrive at the destination the Lord has, kept for us. We don't have to give up this time. Aisha, I am concerned because your name came up on the print about the Enugu governorship. Even our principal said it, that Aisha, it's like if Aisha says it, she knows what she's talking about. So what is going on? Who are we supporting? Is the Labour Party candidate going, or are we supporting a PDP candidate in Enugu? It's very, very important.
Oh, well, I've categorically made my own stance clear, and that's my own stance on the fact that for me, competence trumps everything.
That's correct.
And I always look at what is it that is for the greater good? What is it for that the people are going to be the beneficiaries? And for me personally, Frank Weke Jr. happens to be the most competent candidate amongst the people that are in Enugu State. And so that's where, even before, like a lot of people, I said they didn't pay attention. Even before I started supporting Mr. Peter Obi, I was actually supporting Frank Weke Jr. because he had picked the ticket. Please, if you're not speaking, just mute so that it's not coming back in. He picked up the ticket of his party much earlier, before he left PDP much earlier than PDP. And over time, I kept talking about him, but a lot of people didn't even think that what we were doing, we were going to be successful. And so they really didn't pay attention until after the presidential election. That's when people now started, people are now candidates and they have stuff like that. But for me personally, my stance is one. Enugu people have to be the winners. Frank Weke Jr. it is.
Okay. And Aisha, Akweke is with what party? Which party?
Well, Frank Weke Jr. is in APGA.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the party he is in. He's in APGA. So it's all about competence has to be a key part. And even Peter Obi, he is in Labour Party. So there's a bit of restriction to what he can say and cannot say. It's for people.
That's right. Yeah, that's fine. Peter trusts you. Peter trusts you.
And he has also come out to say, look, there are places where you have better. You don't have to all do. So that's
I heard him loud and clear on Arise News.
Yeah.
So that was great.
So that's
we're going where Aisha is going. So whatever you say.
Thank you.
You have that incredible wisdom. That's why things are working well. You never give up on our principal, and look at where he is today. All those people saying structure. Aisha is telling them structure my foot. Structure is the people. They never believed it. Look at how many people have gone to the National Assembly right now. Amazing.
Yeah. Like you rightly said, what happened is sort of like phenomenal, and it's all about people believing. And like you were saying, it's like I always said, look, let's put our monies where our votes are.
Amount is.
That's honestly just it. We must continue to do that. Well done. Thank you so much, Ike.
No problem, sir.
Well done.
I'm still going to donate a lot because we're not done until it's over.
Yes.
It's not over yet.
It's not over until the first lady sings. That's the way they normally put it.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so
God
much
bless you.
for
God bless
calling
you.
in. Thank you so much for being part of this. God bless you.
Amen. Thank you.
Engineer Ugochukwu, I think for anyone, just know I'm really trying to just navigate my way all through this.
Hello, Aisha.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
And this one that you have PO.
Yes, I just want to pass a message to Nigerians.
Right.
I want everybody to know that Peter Obi is still on the ballot on Saturday. And it's one of the reasons why we all need to continue to be there, to cast our vote for Labour Party. This is a movement that can change the situation of the country. We're already seeing the impact. The movement is already pushing the politicians to be more responsible at this 11th hour. A lot of them started doing what they would not have done if not for Labour Party. And there's one funny joke I just quickly want to share with us. My grandmother, she's a fan of Peter Obi. And recently, she's been hearing a lot of song around LUP 75. And so she called to say that she's going to cast her vote for LUP 75. She heard Peter Obi has moved to LUP. I said, no, he's not LUP, he's still LP. So I think everybody needs to continue to educate our women at the grassroots to know that it's Labour Party that is still on the ballot. Peter Obi is also still on the ballot. And the vote for Labour Party is a vote for Peter Obi and a vote for all of us as Nigerians, as young people, as women who desire to see a change across everywhere. I just want to advise that we should keep the momentum. Even after the election, there should be a continuous engagement for all office holders who are in Labour Party and across other political parties. We should continue to consistently engage the community, challenge them to be more responsible and be able to deliver the dividend of democracy as we Nigerians expected it. We're very sure that the process is still going on and we're going to win our mandates back, definitely. But for Aisha, you need to observe some rest for yourself. And you need it because we need you to be strong. We need you to always be there for all of us as Nigeria. You are giving a very strong hope to every Nigerians, the girl child most especially. And we are seeing that this period is a better one for Nigerians. Maybe by next election, it's still going to be so engaging and more. Of course, the power shift is for the people right now. And we know that definitely if we are consistent in what we are doing, it will be so easy for Nigerians to, have their vote, let the vote be counted, monitor it, supervise it, ensure that those things are done. Inec cannot mess with us. We have seen that. And we just want to commend you for the great job you are doing. And let every Nigerians go out. The Labor Day is Saturday. Saturday, March 18 is a Labor Day. Everybody should go out and continue to cast their vote for Labour Party. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for your kind words. It's really a pleasure hearing from you. And I think that statement you made about, I think your grandmother, right? It's something that a lot of people have not thought about. I didn't even think about it, that some people might actually begin to think that there's another party called LUP 74 instead of the Labour Party. So that's always critical to always look at these issues from every angle. So we sort of like miss that. And it's really important for people to actually educate people back home, our parents, our aunties, people in the grassroots. Just keep talking to people. In terms of rest, I don't even know when I'm going to get that rest because I left one work. I'm here on a research work and I have to actually start working. But we'll find time anyway. We'll find that time to do that. it's very important for us to be upbeat, to continue to do not just these elections. From now on, every election that is coming on, because there are going to be a lot of by-elections, which are normally the elections Nigerians don't pay attention to. So when they are doing, sometimes we find out that something, 9,000 votes sometimes is what is taking somebody to the National Assembly. In those by-elections, people don't even bother, people don't even go out. So what we must be very deliberate about any by-election happening in any part of the country, especially towards the National Assembly or State House of Assembly, what we must do is to ensure that we will be like what did they say, like vultures. We just be on that particular position and ensure we are getting somebody from that area who is competent, capable, and have capacity to be in that place. I see Charles Harry did make a statement. He said, Aisha, we can start making controversial decisions. Let's vote Labour Party all the way in Enugu State, as Peter Obi stated. Now, absolutely not. And if you really listen to Peter Obi, you will see where he made that distinction and said there are people who they are not Labour Party members. They are not, they are supporters of Peter Obi. And I happen to be one of such persons. For me, I will never sacrifice competence for partisanship. My loyalty, and I say this and I've said it a lot of places, my loyalty is not to Peter Obi or Labour Party. My loyalty is to Nigeria and the Nigerian people. The reason why myself and Peter Obi are working is because our interests align. In fact, in the way that we both want what is good for Nigeria, how Nigeria want to work, and what is the best for the people. If our interests didn't align, or is there any time that our interest doesn't align, we're moving on opposite sides, as simple as A, B, C, D. For me, my commitment is to Nigeria, and wherever I see Nigerians are going to be the better winners, that's where I'm going to be. And from Enugu State, this is something that right from May 2022, I started campaigning for Frank Weke Jr. And right from August 2021, I started talking about both Frank Weke Jr. and Peter Obi in terms of PDP, making them the faces of PDP and retiring Atiku and people like Saraki on a very, how do I put it now? Well, I don't even know what note. Is it sober note on a very serious? Let me make it on a very serious note. Frank Weke Jr. is one that if you're going to have him, it's at the level of even presidential candidate. He has what it takes to be. And this is someone who has not just the competence, character, capacity, who also has the international clout and everything. And someone who has cared, who has over the years been consistent on national issues. From 2015 and whatever it is, it's always been on those issues. So for me, that's just the way to go. Let me not hog this in too much. There's a question here. Someone is saying,
hello, Aisha.
Hello, I'm coming, please, Quinty. There's a statement here by Young Goddess who says, Aisha, did you see the statement made by the Oba of Lagos about a festival and would let women and visitors out? What have you got to say? It's not even Oba of Lagos. It's some Oba. Is it Elegushi or something like that? Well, it's a very irresponsible decision to be made at a period like this when people need to come out and vote, and it's a deliberate attempt to disenfranchise the people. It's very sad that those who are supposed to be custodian and of tradition and fighting for the rights of people are the ones who are allowing themselves to be used to disenfranchise the people. But one of the things is that we must get to a place where the people must decide, look, we are fighting for our lives. People don't understand. 2023 election is actually election for survival. Quinty, hello and good evening.
How are you, Aisha?
I'm fine.
Wonderful. Thank you for a very good job. Well done. I can't thank you enough.
Thank you.
You sure make the difference. Okay. Question: how far about our mandate and the court cases? Have they, as Inec, given the documents?
So on our mandate, I would say we're fighting for our mandate and we are going all the way. I can tell you that
Oh, I
Whatever
lost
people are saying, the people who are coming to say they are begging issue, they let whatever, it's God's will. Like I did a video the other time, I say it will also, it will equally be God's will when we get our mandate back. So that's on one side. On the other side on Inec, I know there has been a bit of stonewalling in some states. I don't have enough information to be able to give you how do I put it now? To give you informed information. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
To give you accurate information. Yeah, nothing. To be able to give you accurate information with the time difference and everything. I've not really kept up with the legal team, but I know there hasn't been as much cooperation as there should be from INEC. And we're also sort of like almost running out of time, because from the time that they declare someone president, you have only 21 days for you to file and put your things together. But our legal team, they know all of this. They know the system. They understand all of the shenanigans that happen, and they're working on meeting those deadlines and also doing the needful that they need to do to ensure that we have the upper hand in this case. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sad.
Yeah, we just keep going. And one of the things also that it's very clear, and which if any of you notice, so if you want something that gives you a bit of confidence in how we are going, is the fact that you see the people who have won, they are looking like the people that lost.
Mm-hmm.
So the people so-called winners, right? The people that INEC has given them INEC mandate, they are not happy. They are not celebrating. They are practically, you've seen reports where they are saying Tinubu is practically like going around trying to beg his people, begging for them to get congratulatory message, for him to be validated and all of that, because they do know they lost the election and they rigged it in such a shabby manner. So there are a lot of evidences all around that shows that they didn't do a good job in the it's not even rigging, if I call it, it's robbery that happened. So those are things, yeah. So we should have that confidence. And I know a lot of people are sort of like skeptical about the judiciary. They feel that what we must do is that we must force the judiciary to do the right thing. Yeah.
So what's going to happen hypothetically if they don't give us those documents? What's going to happen then?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. So I'm not really sure what are the things specifically that they're looking for. So it will be the legal team that will be able to do that. But I know they're trying to have a forensic investigation, like all these data analysts and all of that, to check those machines, the beavers, what are the things that were entered? Are they the same with what have not been entered? But for me, I'm talking not as an informed person, but I'm talking as a lay person. What I see is the fact that even if we don't really have access to those things, there are enough things for one to be able to make to have a reason to be able to go ahead with the trial and everything. In terms of even the results that have been put up on IREV, which has nothing to do with even the beavers, from the results that INEC itself uploaded on IREV, there are a lot of discrepancies.
Yeah.
And so that is something. So it's not as if, because they don't give us the access to these materials, we can't go to court. No, that won't be the case. It's just that they are just trying to make their thing more difficult for them. I won't put it that way. So there are so many other things in terms of even the things that were put on IREV, where you see a lot of cancellation, where you see a lot of changing, where you see TPEX being used to wipe out certain names, certain numbers for them to put in their numbers. So those are enough evidence and gives one ability. But I'm speaking as a lay person. I'm not speaking as someone with the knowledge of this. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm very glad you were able to clarify that aspect, that even if INEC did not give us the what is it called, the access to the documents, we are still going to move on from.
Oh, absolutely.
we've seen online and stuff like that. So that's kind of reassuring, because we cannot afford to just let them rob us in daylight just like that. It is not God's will. God is not an author of confusion, and it can never be God's will. You know, I mean, the Bible says all forms of iniquity, it's a sin. So we can't just say it's God's will. By the time we get our mandate back, it's also going to be God's will that we get our mandate back. And it's God's will that Nigeria is going to be great. It's going to be better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So thank you very much for all the good work.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure hearing from you.
Hello.
I'm going to come to you, JC. Mr. JC Ugo, I've seen your hand. So normally it's the hand that you raise the hand on the Zoom, not the hand physically, because sometimes there are so many people we can't see them. But I'm seeing your hand. I'm going to come to you and to say to everyone that, look, let's just keep that hope going. We have so many things that we can use. And the fact that Inec are stonewalling and are not easily given access. So that also is something that can be used against them in the court. So yeah, good evening. Yeah, it's good evening from here. Emeritus. I always don't know how to pronounce that word, so I'm going to skip it.
Oh, you can just leave that word. It's just a social title. Emeritus.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Good morning. Though. Anyway, here. Good evening. Simple question. Something has been going on internet on PDP article. Has they withdrew did they withdraw their case?
I'm not sure. I actually saw it on the internet the way you did. You saw it also. So I don't know whether it's just people, whether it was, I didn't open anything to read it. I don't know whether it's clickbaiting, but I do know if you've noticed like a trend amongst a lot of the PDP supporters, especially those who were just all out and attacking and everything, they've sort of like are withdrawing. And then they're saying to themselves that, oh no, they are moving on from politics, they're going to do other things. But one of the things that we know, which even in the PDP camp, is that they know they are nowhere. They didn't even come second, right?
Yes.
So one of the things they just feel like, oh, if they continue with that, if there's some of them like the permutations they are making, all the statements they are making, that if they continue with their case, they are doing it for us.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, you know, those documents, because PDP also did their rigging.
That's right.
Places where they were strong. APC did their rigging in places where they were. So, and sometimes, especially with the APC, they sort of like shared the numbers amongst themselves. So if APC is going to rig, they give some to themselves, give some to PDP. And then so all of those things went on. So there has been that, but I'm not sure whether officially they have withdrawn or it's just media sensation. So I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Well done, sir. Engineer Ugochukwu, do you want to speak? I know you've been on. Yeah, do you want to speak?
Yeah, good morning.
Good evening.
I have really nothing to talk about. I just enjoy everything you are saying, and I want to say keep up the good work, and we'll surely be with you guys. And on Saturday, we're out there to support our mandate also and make sure that we have everything done. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I just needed to be sure that I wasn't, I know you had been there since right from the beginning. I wasn't overlooking the fact that you're there. So thank you so much, everyone. So somebody is talking about Oyo State. I don't know about Oyo State. I don't know anything about Oyo State. Okay, I think I've answered the question of what will happen if Inec doesn't play. So that's also a case that can also be taken to the court. But one of the things that has to happen is that within those 21 days, we have to go to court. It's as simple as that. Those things, they filing, they call it, they have to be done. Even if you are now coming to say that, oh, INEC didn't do this, INEC that you can't because it's the law, it's stated, it's black and white. So there's no part in the law where it said, oh, if INEC doesn't allow you access to the material, you can get additional day to do something like that. It's not there. So within those days, we definitely have to go to the court. And in the meantime, while you're at court, you also put up the fact that these people have been stonewalling. And part of the things we have to be mindful of is the fact that INEC is going to be clever by half. Probably we give you access at the last minute. So you can't say they didn't give you access, but they wouldn't give you access early enough for you to be able to prepare your case as much as you should. And of course, the team also, they're used to all of this shenanigan of INEC and stuff like that. So they'll find their way around it. Like I did say to you guys, I don't have as much knowledge as I should, because I'm not back home. I've not sat down with the legal team. There are other teams where I'm more on the strategy team and stuff like that. So I haven't spent much time. I haven't spent time with them. It's secondhand information I get. There are some I can't share with the public, of course. And then the ones that I should be able to share, I don't have enough knowledge. But what will happen as we go on, I will ask for those knowledge to be able to, those information to be able to share them, and if possible, get some members of the legal team to be able to explain to people and assure people, and also let people know what are the things that the people can, or we can also do to make the work of the legal team a whole lot easier. So that's it. If there's anyone who wants to say anything, let me just either raise your hand or you can just go ahead. And is that Ann Diamond?
Yes, man.
Hey,
yeah.
How you doing now?
We can't pay for grant.
I see you earlier for GRV, but when they talk for their
yes, so yes, so we go send message to Chief Tunubu.
And also now, when they tell us, make them behave well. They do anyhow, they will see anyhow. We know.
If they like, there are two options here.
Yeah.
Give my children mandate back to them in peace, or we go collect them in pieces. One way or the other, we go collect the mandate.
Mm-hmm.
Our mandate now hot coal or fire for their hand. And I never see person when they hold coal or fire for his pan for too long.
Mm.
So they open their mouth during campaign. Say labor go labor in vain. Just because they don't plan, say, when my children don't work finish, they go collect that. Mbano. My children can never labor in vain over my dead body. Either they fly for night, me and they equally they fly for night. Either they fly for day, and we start they fly well now. Making go there and go ask one question. Worrying on the carry last.
At all.
This fight now fights to finish. In Nigeria judiciary make they disgrace themselves very well. I go help the amplifier for here very well. If that wig whether they wear, if you remove their sense, make they see black, make they call them white. All of them, I mean, all of them, no one will be exempted. All of them, when they walk hand in hand, does that make my children walk, their work be in vain? I don't tell them. Make them go dig their 6 feet. Because that is a business as usual. I tell them now, before election, I not tell them. I not tell them when I meet the guy or before a white show. I not tell them when I show let me for a white show, when I just send the prayer. I not tell them say the money when they thief, it go be like sawdust for their hand. It not happen. So this very one. May they go my papa compound for Agbaroto. My grandfather was a warrior in his day, and I was told he never loses any of his battle. So me, granddaughter, don't take his spirit. I be warrior for my day. And I be Deborah of our time. So my children mandate, it is either in peace, they go drop her, or in pieces. Because one thing I come to realize in this life, now person when sleep, wake up, now they rule Nigeria. And as I say, Papa God when they up, all the blood of the innocent people share in Nigeria, they cry for us for vengeance. Avengers, they have come to get. Me, I'm not worried for all the things when they happen. Nothing new. Because in 2017, when God tell me, say, Alele, Waka, you they go home, go build in Nigeria. I said, Papa, where we go start? He said, no worry. 2019, we start. 2020, I send my people to meet you for Abuja. When they tell themselves, go build in Nigeria, they say, then 2022, because new Nigeria, I love. That conformity, I don't hear from Papa God. So I cannot build a new Nigeria when I don't have the right person up there to talk. So you see, me, I dey talk based on what I know, say, now we dey do. Papa tell me, say, I said, Papa, how they go there listen to me? And I said, I go make Nigeria upside down. So that everybody go there hungry for solution. Are we not hungry for solution now? So me, I dey sure say everything when they happen, if they give us only one journey, the way to a new Nigeria. And any person when teach so, all these oppressors, as I call them, they go just handle Nigeria to us in a platter of gold for us to make it new. Then the person not sabi anything. Because they are handling our taking over Nigeria is their downfall for life.
Yeah.
And some of them, they go Okere prison because my children went to fish. One I carry go Okere prison. They're not supposed to Okere prison. Now all these people went to force and my children destiny dry. Now they're supposed to go Okere prison. So my children get to live Okere prison, rehabilitate them, and make them Eliomus of Africa. They can't sit down. From my grandpapa's side, they rig election. When they rig election, they say, if you want to see, like, leave them alone. They leave them. My grandpapa's side, they do the same thing. If you want to see, like, they do so. My papa's side, they rig her. If you want to see, it can't reach me and my children's time.
Then
my children, when they can't be internet savage, when their head na computer, it can't reach their tongue. We not call the rig a ledge of our eye. No, now madness be that. If not before, when we not see anything for internet, therefore go scot-free for this one. But for this very one,
Michael, I see you. I will soon come to.
But for this very, very one, they shoot. They can't just they shoot. They use boot or shoot. First, God, they carry the shit up and down. That makes it their rigging everywhere they smell. Even small picking when they mama belly, it's not business and thief. Now they give my children mandate.
Absolutely, Mother Ann. As I did, so Michael, I know say you are passionate, and that's one thing that can never be taken away from you. And you care so much about Nigeria for a very long time. I know you've always been on the case of Nigeria. I bet the thing is that we're seeing a beautiful thing happening in Nigeria, and as the thing just they go so, whether they like or they don't like this country, like citizens don't wake up, our children don't wake up, they don't tire for all the things where the yama things where they happen for Nigeria.
Because the truth, these children are supposed to be alien marks of Africa. These children are supposed to be Dangote. We're supposed to don't go plenty Dangote up and down. We're supposed to don't get plenty alien marks of Africa. My children are supposed to don't travel, go move, come back. You hear me? We delayed them. So we are in a hurry to catch up. Now this very Monday, now we did start.
No, Hala, now say it go be. We go rectify all the mistakes of the past and ensure that we get our mandate. We go carry them back. May I carry Michael Mr. Michael Captain Jack, good evening and welcome. Thank you so much, Madam, and it's always a pleasure to have you and to
Our
hear.
next governor of Edo State.
I just want to say something, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do we broadcast this section to everybody, everywhere, even before Saturday's election?
Okay, this particular Madam section.
No. I mean this program you're having here.
Do I even know? I say I'm learning. You are asking me questions when I've told you I don't know.
I think you send the link just like we receive it, and we put it on our WhatsApp status everywhere.
I will go hey, as I did here, so now learn. I don't even know.
No, Aisha, look for this is Zoom. So look for somebody then go download that into YouTube for you. Then you go.
No, it's already on YouTube anyway. It's going live on YouTube. So I know I'm going to get a recording, and then we'll just maybe I'll get some editors to just cut it and they'll put it. I will try, but really I'm just learning. So
now you be old school of computer.
Yeah, you know now. So, but the thing is, if you can't learn now, you can't feel cool. I said that you can't do local champion. Hello, Michael. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Mr. Michael Captain Jack, you are still muted.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
I can okay, Aisha, the lioness, I want to specially greet you and thank you for all your efforts. I've been following all the whole campaign, and I sleep obedient, I wake up obedient every second. And I want to use this special occasion to thank all the obedience all over the world. They said we are just 4 people in a room tweeting. They said we don't have PVCs, but they were proven wrong. So special thanks to all the obedience all over the world. We have made a statement, we are proving them wrong, and at the court, I am 100% confident that we are still going to prove them wrong at the court. Amen. I have no doubt, I have no fear, and I thank God for the man through which the obedient movement came to be. Peter Obi, when you speak to him, commend him. When he visited Atlanta, Georgia, for the first time, I shook hands with him. I was one of the people that went to welcome him, hear him speak, took pictures with him. He's motivating us every day, every second. By whatever words that come out of him is a statement. You know, so we are with him. We will make sure we are not weakened. We've been going around, some of us, even though we are not known, talking to people for their spirit not to be down. I, in particular, for 3 days, I couldn't eat when that false announcement was made. But I picked up a portion in the Bible and gave myself hope that it's not all over. You know, gold is not gotten on the surface. So I want to commend you. I want to thank all obedience all over the world. Even African countries are waiting for this victory so that they will join us to celebrate. Like you rightly said, people who claim to win are not even rejoicing. Rather, they are begging people to accept them. It's never done anywhere. So I thank you. God will strengthen you. You look worn out. Yeah. That's why somebody was telling you, you need to find time to rest.
Yes.
You know, but we will not rest. Even me, I don't rest. Yeah. We will not rest until we get our mandate back. The Lord will guide you. He will strengthen you, and make sure you take enough multivitamins, because the Aisha I'm seeing this night is not the vibrant Aisha I used to see on social media on the campaign ground, you know, but we can all understand, you know, but God is with you. And our mama that just spoke before now, Mommy, God will bless you. God will bless you.
Amen.
God will strengthen you. We need more people like you. I know we have them, but listening to you tonight, I feel happy, and I know that victory is at the corner. The whole world will shake. I've already told myself I'm saving money. As soon as we get that mandate for 1 week, I'm going to throw a party here in Atlanta, Georgia. We're going to shake it. You know, so thank you, thank you. And special thanks to all obedience. We have enough evidence. I listened to Atedo Peter's side interview. You know, only the few examples he gave is more than enough. I listened to another one again today, all from their own IREV portal.
Yeah.
You know, so if they like, let them delay. About the lawyers I experienced, like you said, they know what to do. They know the time. You know, they know the right thing to do. And for sure, they will make sure they beat the time. We will go to court. They say we should go to court. We're already in court. They think when they say we should go to court, they will scare us. It's not that election they used to do in hotel rooms. Thumbprint, one person will thumbprint 1 million.
Yeah.
They set up a guideline, and the guideline hold them for truth. So now one chance they enter with obedience.
Yes.
And 99 days for the thief, 1 day for the owner. And we obedient, we are the owner of this country.
Sir.
And they don't enter one chance.
Correct word.
You know, they've done their 99 days, messed up the whole country. You know, and our one chance, that 99 days they've used it, but this is our chance, and they cannot defeat us. Thank you. And any obedient you talk to, tell them Michael, Captain Jack, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. We love them. We love everyone, all of you, the obedience team. God will strengthen you. We will defeat them. I'm very much positive.
We have already
with Mommy's statement.
Them.
Mommy, with your statement alone,
already
we have the victory.
It is a done deal.
Done deal.
It is a done deal.
Thank you so much, Michael, Captain Jack. It's really a pleasure to hear from you. And I think just for me to correct one impression that you gave, and I've been saying this thing for a very long time, the real strength of the obedience movement are actually these people who are not known, who are working so hard in the background. You were, and you are still the strength of the obedient movement. For a lot of us who are more known, we happen to be like a weakness to an extent and also a threat, because it is the people that are known that they can try to solicit and buy them over or turn them over or one thing or the other. But the many obedients who are out there working passionately, doing things that they couldn't know, they won't even know. In one way we say they never see us coming. That's it. You are the real strength. So don't ever feel as if, oh, you're working, you're not known. You are the real strength of this movement. And I say to you and to every obedient out there, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Without cameras, without attention, without anybody validating you, self-motivated, you put in all the work, you did all the work, you stayed on the street, you talked to people, you motivated people, you used your resources, your time, your energy, your emotion, your psyche, everything was invested in this, and that investment, by the grace of God, will never go in vain. We will get our mandate back by the grace of God, and we will celebrate in this country, and we will have a time when in the history books, they will refer to this moment and how Nigerians were able to come together and stand and focus and ensure that, you know, they gave, they birthed a new month. And you know the way it is, things just work in so many mysterious and miraculous way throughout this campaign. From the moment that Peter Obi left PDP to the moment of election, it's about 9 months exactly. And when you're betting a human being, it's about 9 months. And so we will bet that nation that every one of us will be proud of. So thank you so much, Mr. Michael Captain.
Thank you. And sorry, one more thing.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention, though you mentioned it, you said it, and Obi himself have made a statement on it, but I want to add to it. Some people have been bribed saying, oh, let's move on. Move on to where? There's no place to move on. Let's move on. Let's take it as the will of God. And I asked those people, and I want to ask it here. Those people that were kidnapped from Kaduna to Abuja, some of them were killed. They were making innocent journey from one destination to the other in their own country. They were kidnapped by terrorists, killed innocently. Was it the will of God? It wasn't the will of God. So somebody comes into my house, rob what belongs to me, and I know the person. You said I should not call police to get the person arrested and investigated. That is the will of God. Whoever is saying that on the social media, on the Facebook, I've offered a prayer to them. Since they feel that robbing the whole Nigerians, it's the will of God. Some people were stabbed. There's this lady who happens to come from Bayelsa, and I was so happy Obi visited her. I have also called her and spoken to her, made a pledge for her to send to her, which I will do this weekend. You know, she was stabbed, yet she came back to vote. How many people can do that? That's the obedient spirit. I was so highly motivated by that lady. So that lady's mandate was stolen, and somebody is telling me after being stabbed, some people were killed. Then you tell me that it is mandate, open day robbery. You are telling me it's God's will, let's move on. We are not moving anywhere. We are going to be peaceful. Why should we riot? Why should we protest when we have all the facts to win our case? And I like the spirit of all obedience. Look at PDP protest. They wanted obedience to join. Now they know the importance of obedience. If obedience did that protest, there will be fire in Nigeria right now. But we refused. Let them fight their case. Make them day their day. Make we day our day. You know? So
it's a day
for those people, since they feel that robbery, stealing is a will of God, they want to continue. That will be their portion for life. It is not any obedience portion that we should be robbed, we should be killed, we should be kidnapped. It's not our portion, and it cannot be the will of God. So whoever feels this robbery, justifies this robbery, and say we should move on, that is the will of God, well, back to sender.
Amen.
Back to sender.
Amen.
So they will continue to face calamity. They will continue to face their own robbery, their own downfall. It will be the will of God for them. But for obedience and for everyone that wants a new Nigeria, it is not the will of God, and we will get that mandate back. Like Mommy said, by fire, by force, anyhow. We either take it in peace or in pieces.
Thank you
so Mommy, I've learned something from you, you know, that I'm going to tell people now. Our mandate, we will get it either peacefully or in pieces. Period.
Thank you so
much. Have a
wonderful
day. God bless you all.
God bless you. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael. And also thank you, I think it's Young Godis, who said, oh, since this thing is being recorded, it can easily be edited and shared and also put on Facebook. So tomorrow by 6 p.m. Nigerian time, we will be bringing on Frank Weke Jr. to have a bit of discussion here. And as we go on, part of the things that I'm working on, I'm going to focus on it maybe once a week. I'll come to you again, Mr. Michael. Once a week on Saturdays, we're going to be having like town hall, town square, village square, live with Aisha, bring in guests. where we'll have a conversation about Nigeria and what so that we have that conversation about what's going, because one of the things we must do is we must keep this alive. We must keep hope on. We must continue. Please, if you have any interest in terms of service, we need people in politics. We need people to join parties. Nigerians in diaspora, please, you can also join parties. Be there, join Labour Party. Let's take over the structures of politics in this country and have good people begin to be the ones that participate in politics, not what we've always said that, oh, politics is a dirty game, and let's make it a clean game for people with competence, character, and capacity to make everything so much easier in Nigeria. So we've seen the power that people can have, see what we've achieved in the little time that we've really come out to work on this, and the fact that we've come out to vote has really made an impact. So please, these are what we'll take on, and we'll continue to have these conversations weekly, and let us just begin to meet and talk and forge a way forward. And to be very sincere with every one of us, there are times where our opinions we differ. They will not align. There are times where we will not agree with each other, but it's okay to not agree with each other, to disagree, but it's not okay to be disagreeable. The fact that we don't agree with each other is not a reason for us to come at each other, fight each other, or whatever. The days we don't agree, it's okay. We respect each other's opinion. People that have their points, we put our points forward, because even in families, we don't always agree. There are times in my family we have different opinion, and everybody's opinion is respected. And if you want to put forth your argument, put your facts down. And if you have superior argument, you are able to buy other people over. And if you don't have people don't agree, so we just simply respect each other's opinion. So we'll continue to have all of this conversation. That's the only way that we are able to really build a nation. Mr. Michael, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I forgot to mention something here. You know, there's this lady, it's going to be good for the legal team. I don't know, I've already through someone forwarded this lady. I know you must have heard of it. This lady, Professor Meye Briggs, she happened to come from my village. Mm-hmm. That Wike bribed 30 million, that rejected the 30 million to change Labour Party result for her ward. Her life is being threatened. I managed to get through people, get the husband's contact. Security-wise, he said every day they call them to threaten the wife, to threaten him.
Oh, wow.
I've trying to get through someone to get to Obi to link her to the Labour Party legal team, because she has original results which she refused to accept. I've given some security tips to the husband. I have the husband's contact. I think she'll be very, very vital person. You know, she will help them as far as the River State result is concerned. She published the results that they wanted her to change, which she refused. And Wike has been threatening her with his supporters are going to kill her. They call them. So I've given the husband security tips on what to do, you know, and he's already doing it. And I have the husband's contact in case it is important for you people to get to her, because she's going to be #1 witness as far as River State is concerned, because she's the returning officer.
Can you do me an email, please? Can you do me an email? So
yeah, I can send you the lady's picture.
Yeah, don't
and
give any other information
contact
on this. Don't give information anymore here.
So
everybody is listening. Tinubu people are listening.
Send me an
too.
email.
Make it confidential, please.
So it's my name. It's the way I write my name, aishayesufu@gmail.com. That's my email.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I will send it. I will send it straight away to you.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So that would be great. So let's take the conversation up and take it off for continue the conversation from there. So we just send me an
Okay.
email. Then yeah, we'll take up the conversation from there. In terms of River State, I know in the next 3 minutes I'll be rounding up so that I'll go and just get other things done. So in the case of Wike, I think even the military has come out to accuse Wike of Nyesom Wike of trying to bribe their people. They are meant for them to subvert the election and all of that. So there are quite a number of cases I'll be building up on that whole issue. But I think at the end of the day, this is what like my people will say, that's it's not ordinary eye that they did what they did, because it's just, you could just see, you were looking at them and thinking, how could you people be so, I don't even know, so dumb to do all the things that they did, but it must be a way of God also showing them up and making it glaringly easy for everybody to know that, come on, this thing, it's not, this mandate was actually stolen from the people. So we'll just continue to focus and stay on and continue to make demands and not give up, and for people to also understand that we have a judiciary that we all also can face, and we must really face that judiciary and give them and let them know that they need to give justice. We are not asking for favor. We are not asking for things to be swayed. We know for them to be just and give the justice as it should be given, and give enabling environment for everyone to be able to have a country that we all can be proud of. And so that's just the thing. The way they say that the judiciary is the last resort of the common man, it actually should be the last resort of the common man and not be the resort for those who are rich or have the means to be able to subvert justice. So I would just say, I don't know if there's anyone that wants to maybe say something that hasn't been said. I've not seen any hand, if I may ask.
Aisha, I say, isn't it a shame? Isn't it a shame that Tinubu cannot even campaign with the governor, his son, his puppy? That's a shame. Lagos has rejected Tinubu.
Yeah, true. That's another thing. And even to say that, even now what you see is that even the PDP, APC candidates, everybody, all of them, they want to be campaigning with Peter Obi's picture and aligning with Peter Obi, not even with their own candidate. So if to say now then winner, you know the way it is now. You now it's a winner that you use to campaign, and they actually know who it is that the people voted for. So that's why with all of these things, when I see people who are sort of like discouraged or done, I just say then, look, we won this election. And so that's the first thing we need to focus on. We won, we got it in. And so what we need to do is just continue the fight. It's not easy. We'll continue it until we get our mandate. So Madam Anne, I will give you the floor to give us the closing remarks. I'm going to give you it's already 12 midnight here, probably 5 or 6, 5 in Nigeria. So we'll give you 2 minutes.
In rounding up, on Saturday is here. Do what you know how to do better, my children. In fact, now, if you didn't vote in the previous one we are fighting for, vote now. And make sure PDP and APC, vote them out. If there's anything, the Bible says we should do good to them who persecute us. In so doing, you'll be heaping coals of fire on their head. So the only coals of fire you get to heap on their head on Saturday is to make sure you vote out PDP and APC. Vote them out. And to Festus Kuyamo, you say you get some vital document of what Olusegun Obasanjo and Atiku did to put us in the situation we are. I heard you clear and loud. You say you go resign, make you pursue the case for court. Make it not be saying that because of that, now your principal, they say, he not go court again, no. Whether your principal go court or not, Festus Kuyamo, if you not pursue that case, if you not pursue that case and expose them So that we go know everything they did to us that put us in this. If you don't do it, from this very moment, may the spirit of the dead and the blood of the innocent that has been spilled in the land of Nigeria, may they haunt you, your children, your wife, and your lineage from today go and forever and ever. In the name of Jesus, amen. And to the obedient, you've done it before. I trust you people to deliver again. Even now, you will deliver better because some of you were beaten up, some were stabbed, and some were injured, and some were already dead. Therefore, payback time has come. Make sure on Saturday, you win. You win with a margin when we say, so won't go they cry like baby. Because me, I won't see her make it cry. So won't look. Àṣẹ tí wọ́n fi na ìyàwó jáde, òun ni wọ́n máa fi na ẹ jáde. Sanwó-Olú, somebody was swept out for you. That broom, when you sweep that person out, now the obedient, they can't sweep you out too. Somebody was supposed to do 8 years because he not followed Chief Tunubu beat. Una sweep her out, they bring you in. Now the same broom one that they sweep that one out. Now we go bubble. We go to sweep you out. And there's more idiots. We are sweeping you out too. Because we are supposed to go and represent our voice. You went there. You went to mingle with them. So we are sweeping you out for life. And none will not go accept you. You go carry your career, go village. Because that is where all of you belong. And all of you went down Dabaru, Nigeria. If practice out and down Dabaru, and they come up to consider. Special announcement to you people. This place will not welcome you. We, if you like, get citizen of this place. As long as you belong to those that turn Nigeria to what it is now, we will pursue you back. If we not pursue you, we go send you to prison, just like Ekweremadu. Therefore, Nigeria, my children, congratulations in advance. Welcome, welcome, welcome to your new Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. Indeed, it's a welcome to a new Nigeria. Like I did say to everyone, Madam Anne is going to give us a closing remark. We're about to go, hopefully tomorrow, Nigerian time at 6 p.m. Do join us. I will be bringing in Frank Weke Jr. by the grace of God for him to come and tell us what are the things he's going to do, and also for citizens to give opportunity to have the opportunity to quiz him, because it's really about quizzing. Anybody that is asking for the mandate of the people must be put on the hot seat. Let's also not forget, by Thursday midnight, all campaigns have to stop. No more, there will be no more campaigning. And also, when you're going to the polling unit, ensure that you're not going with anything that has Labour Party inscription, whether it's your phone sticker, your bracelet, your face cap, your t-shirt, anything that has Labour Party inscription or any party inscription, don't go with it to the polling unit. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Especially this one that I learning experience for me. It might not be perfect, but it's the beginning of learning. And one of the things I can assure you guys is I'm a very fast learner. And whatever I do, I actually put my all. So I would learn more about this. I'll put in the effort. But I must say, I appreciate each and every one of you joining me, each and every one of you making this a whole lot easier for me and giving me tips and advice. Thank you for the opportunity to learn from you all. And also thank you for the support. Thank you for standing with Nigeria. Thank you for being there for Nigeria. Together, we will have a country that every one of us will be proud of, the country where the child of nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aisha.
Well done.
Thank you. Let's play our music as we round up.
Get closer to your microphone.
Okay, yeah, it's a bit faint. Thank you so much, everyone.